Creating a mobile version of your portfolio can have various degrees of complexity. Divi already gives us the option to create mobile versions of a page on the page itself. I will show that towards the end of the video because this might not work for everyone. For instance, if you have your landing page built in Hype and all your Divi pages linked through Hype, then this might not be the best option because for mobile, we can't use Hype at all, and we need to create our own header for pages. So here's my recommendation of what you can do. What is the most reliable way of creating a mobile version of your portfolio? Let's take, for instance, my second project page. When I take a quick look, it's a very simple setup. I just have my header here, and then I have my content of the work. If I want to create a mobile version of this, I will just create a new page. I will give it a name. And I choose that I want to use a blank template. Or maybe for just the mobile pages, I do want to use the header option. But that's up to you. In Divi, I will then choose that I want to clone an existing page. And I will choose my second project here. Then, when I edit it, I switch Divi to the mobile layout. I do that down here. Then I can design it the way I want to. For instance, for mobile, I don't want to have such a large room here in the header. I want it to be a whole lot smaller. Maybe also the headline here is a little bit too large. If I'm already using a global module, I might want to consider deleting it and recreating it for mobile again and telling it that it should be a global element, but then I give it a name specific to mark it as mobile. Anyways, now when I'm happy with my design changes, I publish the page. I go back to the edit page and I need to get the permalink, which is the one down here. I can right click and I can say copy link address. Then I want to install a little plugin. You can find this quickest if you search for EMR, which stands for Equivalent Mobile Redirect. Just install it and activate. Now for each page that you have an additional option at the bottom of it. When I go to my second project and I go to edit, I can now find a mobile URL. And here I paste in the mobile version of this page. I click on update and that's it. So now when someone opens up this page, the person will be redirected to the mobile equivalent of that page. You can do that for the landing page as well, of course. You can just create a home page, call it landing mobile, do not define it as a front page, and then just go to your front page and choose what the mobile redirect should be. The other alternative would be to actually change this page and make it a little bit more responsive. So for most people, what you've seen so far is what you want to do. If, however, you've built your portfolio entirely in Divi, then to make it a little bit more responsive, watch the next few minutes of this video. Alrighty, so what you can do here is in the visual builder, you've already seen in the bottom left corner, you can choose between different layouts, desktop and mobile. However, this is not as straightforward as you might think. So I can switch, for instance, to the mobile version, but as soon as I change something here, it will also have changed for the desktop version, and I obviously don't want that. What you want to do instead is, let me go back a few steps. When you switch to the mobile version here, Don't change stuff interactively. Instead, go to the settings of the element, in this case, the section. Go to the design, and what I want to change is the spacing. When you hover over the name, these additional options appear, and I can tell it that I want options for mobile. Then I can see these are my options for desktop, and these are my options for phone. They're grayed out, saying they will choose the one of the previous option. So here, I can then say that I want to overwrite this, and I can change this. Like so, for instance. Then I can hit OK, and when I switch back to the desktop version, it is the larger padding again, and for the smaller, well, it's the smaller. For fonts, it's working as well. So I can go into the options of my text module, go to the design. Was I using a heading text? Yes. I go to my heading text, double checking. This is the one that I'm changing. I go to the heading text size and also enable the mobile option. So for mobile, I might want to use a smaller font. So now on desktop, it's the large one, and for the phone, it is the smaller one. And that's pretty much it. You do want to be careful though with these things. You very quickly get lost in all the changes that you're doing. So sometimes it is actually easier to just create a new page, a copy of the one that you already have, and only build it in this phone view. And that's it.